Grab the opposite lapel for a limited amount of time, among many other complicated rules that I did my best to understand. Limited by the rules, which I still had a hard time understanding, I did my best to defend myself from being thrown by actively defending Gaspar's grips and keeping my legs away from him to prevent being swept. I went for a couple of my own judo throw attempts,
La difesa delle mani, vado a ragionare come se fosse un jab. E un diretto, ok? Ok? Insieme, jab e diretto. Questo abbassa, ok? Questo sposta, questo lavoro. Lui rimane con le mani incrociate. Boom, vado a colpire il setto nasale, creo shock alla cervicale e rottura del setto nasale. Quindi abbinando corpo e mani questo lavoro. Uno, uno.
If you have to think, you will lose. Empty your mind. Be form. I'm going to be able to punch from here. We're going to stationary first. So we're going to pivot on the back foot and just hit out. Hit. So you just want to concentrate on getting power from your hip and the back foot and turn the toe. Don't let your back foot come off the ground. Don't lock this right knee. Keep everything bent. And you're just going to turn. Keep your body centered. Punch down straight down your center line. You should feel the punch all the way down to your back leg. Feel the pressure from it. Boom. Boom. So keep it straight line, track the hand right to the center. Okay? Left hand's always guarding. Good. Now you're going to do it with a shuffle. So the shuffle step looks kind of like this. We're going to have our right foot forward. We're going to push off that foot, let go of this right leg, but also kick it out. So you're going to come here, kick out.
Today, I'm fighting Leo Tamaki, world-famous Aikido master. Because everyone says Aikido doesn't work, but I want to feel it to believe it.
So what kind of Aikido do you practice and teach?
Survival fight, not a ritual fight.
Why don't we see Aikido experts winning MMA fights?
This is a ritual fight. It's the same as two deer crossing their antlers.
Yeah.
The stronger one will reproduce and the other one will go and jog off. But if a deer is attacked by a wolf, he will not confront him and hit him in his head, but on the side. And kill him like this. That he will not do when it's just to see who is the alpha male of the group. MMA is exactly this. You're not allowed to attack the eardrum, the eye, the back of the neck, the knee, this and that.
Can we look at some practical example of how your Aikido differs from regular Aikido?
When you have circular move, we do our move vertical.
You change the axis. Interesting.
So, for example, here, so you would have some move where you go like this. So this is very circular, and I'm telling you. And so we use the move here,
I see.
in this direction. I try never to do any joint locks. So
Wait. You never do.
Hapkido isn't the most popular martial art in the world, but it is well respected for its benefits by those who practice it. However, there are a number of outsiders who criticize it and don't give it the same credit. For the sake of this video, I will group this art with Aikido, which is a very similar Japanese style, and was in fact one of the main influences for the creator of Hapkido, Choi Young-sul. In Hapkido, a lot of emphasis is placed on self-defense techniques, and a good portion of class time is usually dedicated to perfecting these at most dojangs. But some critics from other arts like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu or MMA would say that the techniques in Hapkido and Aikido aren't very practical. In general, there's not a lot of striking involved in Hapkido like you would see in the MMA, for example. There's also not a lot of groundwork like you have in Jiu-Jitsu. On top of that, you don't practice forms at most schools, so you don't have many competitions other than a few wrestling-style tournaments with submissions. And even then, these are few and far between, since Hapkido is not really a competitive style. This might explain partially why the art isn't highly popular, but why is it worth it for the people who do practice it? I think most of this is generated from a misunderstanding. As I said in my Taekwondo video, these arts aren't meant to train you into an unbeatable fighter. We're not sending people to war.
दोस्तों, अगर कहीं पर भी रोड फाइट के अंदर सेम इसी तरह से कोई भी दुश्मन आपका रास्ता रोक लेता है और जबरदस्ती आपके साथ लड़ाई झगड़ा करना चाहता है, और यहाँ पर आप अगर बच के निकलना चाहते हो, लड़ाई झगड़ा नहीं करना चाहते हो, इसके लिए जैसे आप इस तरह से बचने के लिए टर्न करते हो और वो आपके ऊपर अटैक कर देता है, तो आज मैं आपको बताऊंगा यहाँ पर कराटे की 2 बेस्ट किक जिनका आप रोड फाइट के अंदर इस्तेमाल कर सकते हो और अपने सामने वाले दुश्मन को फ्लैट करके आसानी से यहाँ से बच के निकल सकते हो। दोस्तों, जैसे आप यहाँ पर रोड फाइट में बचने की कोशिश करते हो, लड़ाई नहीं करना चाहते हो, बचने के लिए जैसे आप इस तरह से टर्न करते हो और आपका दुश्मन अगर सेम इसी तरह से आपके ऊपर अटैक करता है, तो यहाँ पर इस तरह से आप अपना ब्लॉक कर सकते हो। इसी के साथ यहाँ पर आप कंशस्तोगिरी का इस्तेमाल करें, एक ही किक के अंदर उसको आप फ्लैट कर सकते हो। इसके लिए इस तरह से अपने पैर को ऊपर की तरफ उठाएं और यहाँ से सीधा उसके घुटने के ऊपर आप यहाँ पर अपनी किक को हिट करवाएं। एक ही किक के अंदर उसके घुटने को आप यहाँ पर इस तरह से ब्रेक कर सकते हो।
Looked to be on the losing end, he pulled out a spinning kick that came out of nowhere, taking the victory. Number 10, Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan is known for his comedy and podcasts, but he also dabbled in mixed martial arts. As seen in this clip from the 1987 U.S. Taekwondo Cup in Connecticut, Joe once had a lot of power, as well as hair. As the match starts, Joe strikes like lightning before leaving the floor just as quickly. Number 9, Aaron Cook. What at first could have been mistaken for a very energetic dance was actually a bout at the first Mexican World Taekwondo Tour in November 2009. UK fighter Aaron Cook managed to land a powerful kick on his opponent Stephen Lopez from the USA. If you look closely, the knockout actually happened while Aaron was falling to the ground.